the Japanese Prime Minister Shinzo Abe is to hold rare one-to-one talks with the Philippine President Rodrigo Duterte. Duterte started his visits to Tokyo on a controversial note, expressing hostility towards the United States yet again. But Prime Minister Abe's office says the meeting with him and Duterte will be focused on strengthening ties between Tokyo and Manila. Well, at a press conference this morning, President Duterte made his sentiments towards the US clear.
It's like saying, I am a dog on a leash. And I said, if you do not stop biting the criminals, we will not throw the bread right under your mouth. We will throw it further so that you'll have to struggle to get it. That is what America wants me to be. A dog barking for the crumbs of their favor. And so I said, it's a great country. It has helped us in so many ways in the past. But you know, and you must know, that we were also under a colony of America for 50 years, and they lived on the fat of my land. Let us be clear on that.
Well, Mayu Yoshida was following the visit from Tokyo and joins us now. Mayu, good to speak to you. So interesting words again from Mr. Duterte, but what are the two leaders going to be discussing when they finally get together?
Hi there, Kamali. Well, at a seminar in Tokyo this morning where Japanese top business persons attended, the Philippine president and the finance ministry from the Philippines promoted Philippines as an attractive investment spot, given its high economic growth. And Duterte told a Japanese newspaper recently that he seeks investment, especially in the area of infrastructure development, which is his main focus of his administration to achieve domestic growth. So investment is definitely high on the agenda at the meeting with Japanese Prime Minister Shinzo Abe, which will happen later today. And talking about what's high on the agenda, keep in mind that Japan's the top investor, top provider of development aid in the Philippines, and the two countries hold strong economic ties since the end of the World War II. So Duterte's visit is definitely focused on harvesting economic benefits. Also, Kamali, they are expected to exchange opinions on maritime security. Japan has a key interest in promoting the rule of law in resolving maritime disputes after an international court ruled against China in its claims to the disputed sea. So Tokyo officials will try to insert the territorial conflict high on the agenda. However, since Duterte is moving towards Beijing, specialists and analysts say that Manila is likely to concentrate more on business and trade ties instead.
And just how concerned are people in Japan, the government in Japan, of the Philippines' apparent pivot towards China, obviously Japan's rival power in the area?
Right, so Tokyo's getting a bit nervous. You know, Duterte just mentioned about an hour ago that his visit to China last week was all about economics, and ensured Tokyo that the visit to China wasn't about talks of military. But again, he did suggest that defense ties with the longtime ally, the U.S., may be overhauled, and he said that he wants foreign troops out of the country. Now, his remarks comes after weeks of verbal attacks on the ally, the U.S., and more friendly tone towards China. So Japanese Prime Minister Shinzo Abe is ready to play as a mediator between Washington and Manila. One interesting comment from an analyst I talked to said that, you know, Duterte might not listen to the Americans, but he might to the Japanese, since Duterte has been favoring Japan for a very long time and even went on a family trip a few years ago here in Japan. So a big focus is on whether Tokyo can repair the relations between Manila and Washington. That's it for me for now. Back to you.
Thank you, Mayu.